Hi students, are you fine? I think all of you good with God's grace. Okay students. What is the topic of previous class? What is the topic of previous class? Good. Direct proportion. Okay. What is direct proportion? Two quantities x and y are said to be in direct proportion with each other if they are increased or decreased together in such a way that x by y remains constant. X by y remains constant. Okay students. So now to learn about inverse proportion. Inverse proportion. What is direct proportion and what is inverse proportion? Direct proportions are numerator and for x and y. So numerator increases or numerator decreases. So increases or decreasing, and y is same as increasing or decreasing. And this is called the direct proportions. Simply say that when two numerator and denominator have increasing or numerator and denominator are decreasing is called the direct proportions. Okay student, can you understand? Next, today we learned about inverse proportion. Okay student, what is inverse proportion? Inverse proportion is, first one is numerator is x and we take x by y. Okay, numerator is x, this one is numerator, this one is denominator. Denominator. Okay student, first x value is decreasing. X value is decreasing. For example, 2 and 4 and 6. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 7, etc. So at the same time, denominator value is decreasing. So 10, 8, 7, 6. So this are called the inverse proportion. So when numerator is increasing and denominator is decreasing, so this one is called the inverse proportions. Can you understand students? Can you understand? For example, we get the two fractions. We take the two fractions for 2 by 10 and 4 by 8. 2 by 10 and 4 by 8. So this one is x1, this one is x1, and this one is y1, and this one is x2, this one is y2. Okay, the inverse proportions say that we write inverse proportion. So x1, y1 equal to x2, y2 equal to k or constant, any numbers. Okay. x1, y1 equal to x2 equal to y2 for any constants. Okay. Students, can you understand inverse proportions? Again I say inverse proportion. What is inverse proportion? Two quantities x and y are said to be in inverse proportions if an increase in x leads to a decrease in y in such a way that the product xy remains constant. So simply we say that we take x and y. X is increased and y value is decreasing. X value is increasing or y value is decreasing. So y value decreasing. It's the same time. So this is called the inverse proportions. Okay students. For example, example, number of working days, number of workers 2, 4, 5, 10. Number of workers now we take number of workers and number of days. So number of workers and number of workers and number of days. Okay. Number of workers 2, 4, 6 increasing. So 2, 4, 6. Number of days 20, 10, 5. Okay. So this one says that this table says that number of workers 2 workers and 4 workers and 6 workers. 2 workers days to 20 days. Okay. 2 workers 20 days, 4 worker 10 days, 6 worker 5 days. So this one is the increasing. So 2, 4, 6 are increasing, and 20, 10, 5 are decreasing. So 20, 10, 5 are decreasing. So this way of proportion is called inverse proportions. Okay, student. Example, for example 4.5, 60 workers can spin a bale of cotton is 7 days. In how many days will 42 workers spin it? Okay, students. What is given in this problem? 60 workers can spin 7 days. Okay, bale of cotton is 7 days. So how many days will 42 workers spin it? So how many days will 42 workers spin it? So number of days we take x. Okay, number of days. How many days? So number of days we take x. So 60 workers can spin a bale of cotton is 7 days. So number of workers 60 and number of days 7, and how many days? So some days. So this is unknown days. So unknown variable. So we take x. Okay, and 42 workers spinning. Okay, first we draw a table. First we draw a table and first row number of workers. Next one number of days. One work completed 60 workers and 7 days. 60 workers, one work completed, workers are 60 and number of days are 7. So 60 workers, 7 days completed in any job. Okay, 60 workers completed in 7 days any work. And how many days will 42 workers spin it? So how many days will 42 workers? So 42 workers, how many days can spin it? So 42 workers. So this one is x. We take x. Okay. So let x be done. Required. Let x be the number of days. X be the number of days. Okay, let x be the number of days. And this one is students look at the board. This one is 60 and this one is 42. So 60 is 42. So this one is decreasing. So this one is decreasing. So first row is decreasing and second row is this one is 7. 60 workers completed in one job, so 7 days. So workers are decreasing. So number of days must be increasing. So this place number of days must be increasing. So 60 workers completed in 7 days. So therefore 42 workers. So 60 is big. So 42 is small. So 42 workers completed in must be more than days. So some x, we take some x. Okay, student. So we take the x to the number of days. So this one is decreasing, this one is 7, and this one is large number, any large number. So this one is increasing. So this one is increasing. So this one decreasing, and this one is increasing. So this is inverse proportion. So this is an inverse proportion. So by the inverse proportion formula, students say the formula. By inverse proportion, x1, y1, x2, y2. Good. x1, y1 equal to x2, y2. This one is x1, this one is y1. So this one is x2, this one is y2. Okay, students. So let x1 equal to 60, y1 equal to 7, x2 equal to 42, and y2 equal to x. Okay, student, can you understand? Okay, x1 is 60 into y1, so 7 equal to x2 equal to 42 multiplied y2 value is x. Okay, so interchanging, so 42x equal to 60 into 7. So x value equal to x equal to 60 multiplied 7. 42 goes to another side. So multiplied. So multiplied by divided by 42. Divided by 42. 42 is another side. So divided by 42. Okay. So x equal to 60 multiplied 7 divided by 42. So 2 2s are 4, 1 2 is 2, 3 2s are 6, 0, 1 7 is 7, 3 7s are 21, 1 3 is 3, 10 3s are 30, so 10. So x value is 10. Therefore, x equal to 10. So 10, number of days is 10. So 10 days will 42 workers spin a bale of cotton. So therefore, in how many days will 42 workers spin? Okay. So therefore, in 10 days can for in 10 days can 42 workers spin a bale of cotton. Spin a bale of cotton. Okay, student, can you understand? First, 60 workers can spin a bale of cotton in 7 days. In how many days will 42 workers in spin it? Okay, so now the result is 10 days can 42 workers spin a bale of cotton. Okay, students, write your classwork note. Can you understand this problem? Can you understand inverse proportion? Okay, good. Next problem, exercise 4.2, problem number 3. Next problem, exercise 4.2, problem number 3. A farmer has enough food for 144 ducks, 144 ducks for 28 days. Okay, what is given? A farmer has food for 144 ducks for 28 days. Okay, so if he sells 32 ducks, okay, so first what is given? So totally number of ducks, totally number of ducks 144. Okay, if he sells 32 ducks, so farmer sells ducks 32. So okay, so 144 minus 32, 112. So now he have ducks 112. He have the ducks 112. So how long will the food last? Okay, what is given? How many days the food last? Okay, how many days has enough the food last? A farmer have total number of ducks is 144. Okay, 144. Okay, so the farmer has enough food for 28 days. Only 28 days. Enough food for 144 ducks. Okay, a farmer sells 32 ducks cells. So balance ducks are 112. So now to find how long will the food last? How many days the food last? Okay, so can you understand this problem? First we draw number of ducks. Next one is number of days. Okay, so enough food for 144 ducks. So number of ducks is first row 144 ducks and 28 days. So he serves 32 ducks. So number of ducks 32. Next one is number of so he sells 32 ducks. So 144 minus 32. 144 minus 32. So therefore, how many ducks? Now here 112. Okay, 112. So 112 ducks. How long will the food last? Okay, so this one is unknown. So now we take the x. Now we take the x. Okay. So now we take x. Okay. No problem. Rough copy. You needed and wrote. So 32 equal to 112. Okay. So this row number of ducks is increasing. Number of ducks is increasing or decreasing? Students say answer. Number of ducks increasing or decreasing? This one 144 and this one 112. So this one is decreasing. So this one is decreasing. And number of days. This one is 28 days and that is decreasing. So must be number of days must be increasing. Number of 144 ducks be, so number of days are 28 days. Enough food. So 112. These are decreasing. So this two decreasing. So must be number of days must be increasing. So this one is increasing. So these both are the inverse proportions. They both are the inverse proportions. Can you understand? First row is decreasing and second row is increasing. Okay. Let x be the number of days, number of the days needed for food. Okay. Next, by inverse proportion, say the formula. By inverse proportion, students say the formula: x1, y1, x2, y2. Where is x1? Good. 144 is x1. This one is y1. This one is x2. This one is y2. So 144 multiplied 28 equal to 112 multiplied x. So 112 multiplied x equal to 144 multiplied 28. So x equal to 144 multiplied 28 divided by 112. 8 4s are 32. 32 plus 3, 35. So 5 cancel and put here, and 1 8 is 8. 8 plus 3, 11. 8 plus 3, 11. And next we take 2. So 2 4s are 8 and 2 4s are 8. 1 2 is 2. So 2. 5 plus 8, 13. 5 plus 8, 13. So 3 cancel and put here, 1 is here. So 8 plus 1, 9. 9 plus 1, 10. So 0 cancel and put here, balance 1. So put here. So 2 plus 1, 3. 3 plus 1, 4. So 144 multiplied 28 equal to 4032. So x equal to 4032 divided by 112. Okay students? Okay. To our numerator and denominator. Therefore x equal to 4032 divided by 112. So numerator and denominator divide by 2. So 5 2s are 10 and 6 2s are 12. 5 2s are 10 and 6 2s are 12. 20 2s are 40 and 16 2s are 32. So next numerator and denominator divided by 2. So 2 2s are 4. So balance 1 16. So 8 2s are 16. So next 10 2s are 21. Cannot multiply divided by 2. So 0. 8 2s are 16. 1 2 is 2. 4 2s are 8. 5 2s are 10 and 0. 4 2s are 8. 7 2s are 14 and 25 2s are 15 and 2 2s are 4. 1 7 is 7. 3 7s are 21. Balance 4. 42. So 6 7s are 42. So x equal to, therefore x equal to 36. Therefore x equal to 36. Okay student, can you understand? Therefore x equal to 36 days. Students, write your classwork note. Can you understand this problem? First, number of ducks and number of days, and we take this problem. So number of ducks is decreasing and number of days is increasing. So this is an inverse proportion. So by inverse proportions formula x1 y1 equal to x2 y2. So solving the continuous the solving. So we get the x equal to 36. So how long will the food last? So 36 days. So x equal to 36 days. Okay, have you written all of you? We are going to next problem. Next problem, fourth one. It takes 16 days for 10 machines to tick a hole. Assuming that all machines work at the same speed, how long will it take 30 machines to tick a same hole? Okay students, what is given? 60 days for 10 machines. Okay, so 13 machines, how many days work? How many days takes it? Okay, so what is given? 10 machines taking time 16 days. So 30 machines, how many days take it in this work? Okay, in this work. Okay, can you understand? So first we draw a table. So first one is number of machines and number of days. Number of machines. First it takes 16 days. 16 days for 10 machines. So first row is number of days. First row is number of days. So number of days and number of machines. So number of machines. It takes 60 days for 10 machines. 60 days for 10 machines. And second one is 30 machines. So how many days? So unknown variables we take as let's. Okay, so 30 machines. Look at this table. Students, look at this table. This first row says that number of days. This one is 60 and this one is 6. Okay, the second one is number of machine. Number of machine, this one is 10 and this one is 30. So number of machine is increasing. So number of days must be decreasing. How? Number of machines are 10. The time takes 60 days. So 30 machines, the time takes must be decreasing. So they both are the inverse proportion. Inverse proportion. So by inverse proportion, x1 y1 equal to x2 y2. Good. And where is x1? Where is x1? x1 equal to 16 and multiplied y1 equal to 10. So 10. Next x2 equal to x and y2 equal to 30. So x multiplied 30. X multiplied 30. Student, multiply and say the answer. 60 into 10. Good. 600. 600. And 30x. Okay. Equal to 30x. So x equal to 600 divided by 30x. 30. So 0 0 cancel. 1 3 is 3. 2 3s are 6. 0. So x equal to 20. So x is 20. So where is x? X number of days. So 30 machines time taken is 20 days. 30 machines takes a days, takes 20 days. Okay students. Therefore 30 machines takes 20 days. Takes 20 days. Students, can you understand? Can you understand this problem? Okay, write your classwork note. Okay. Next example, we are going to next example 4.6. Example 4.6. Listen. The cost of one box of tomato is 200 rupees. The cost of one box tomato is 200 rupees. Wayne then had money to buy 13 boxes. If the cost of the box is increased to 260 rupees, 260 rupees. So, the cost of one tomato box is 200 increased and cost of the increased, so 260. So, how many boxes will he buy with the same account? Okay, students. So, Wayne then had money to buy 13 boxes. So, with 200 rupees. So, but increased the cost of the box is increased as 260 rupees. So, how many boxes will he buy? Okay. Okay, student, can you understand? So, the cost of one box is 200. Increased cost of the one box is 260 rupees. So, what is given? One box of tomato is 200 rupees and cost of the box is increased is 260 rupees. So, tomato cost is increased. Tomato cost is increased. So, but number of boxes is decreased. How? First, number of boxes. So, draw a table. Number of boxes and cost in boxes with prices. Cost in box with rupees. Okay. So, first number of boxes is 13 boxes. So, Wayne had money to buy 13 boxes. Next, how many boxes will he buy? So, this one is unknown variable, unknown number. So, some numbers, so we take a variable x. Okay. So, next one is cost in box. So, first box is tomato box is 200 rupees. Next, increased amount is 260 rupees. So, first one is 200 and next one is 260. So, this one is increased, but this one is decreased. So, this one is decreased. So, these are the inverse proportions. So, by inverse proportions formula, students say inverse proportion. Inverse proportion with x1, y1 equal to x2, y2. Okay, where is x1? This one is x1, this one is y1, this one is x2 and this one is y2. So, 13 multiplied y1 is 200 equal to x2 equal to x and y2 equal to 260. Okay, student, multiply and say the answer. Multiply and say the answer. 13 2s are 26. So 26 and double 0. Also x into 260. So 2600. This is multiplied, x is multiplied 260. So this goes on the another side. So divided by 260. So x. So 260 equal to 260 and 260 equal to 260 and 1 is 0. So x equal to 10. So x equal to 10. So how many boxes? Vendan by so 10 boxes. Okay, 10 boxes. So 260 rupees. 260 rupees boxes. 10 boxes by a Vendan. So therefore Vendan can buy 10 boxes for the same account. Therefore Vendan can buy a 10 boxes with the same account. With the same account. Okay, good. Okay, student, write your classwork note. Okay, students, did you write? Okay, next one homework. The same as inverse proportion method. Exercise 4.2. Exercise 4.2, problem number 1, 2 and 5 to 9 problems. Okay, the same method, inverse proportion. Okay, this one homework. This one is homework. Okay, students. Okay, students. We are meet the next class. Okay, bye.